Southeastern Conference matchup we have been waiting for. Florida versus LSU. The Gators and the Tigers have produced matchups that feature upsets, trickery, and some memorable moments. Welcome to Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and LSU's Death Valley, home of the Bayou Bengals. As we'll see the number 11 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on the 8th-ranked team, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get right to the action. And the Gators will kick this deep to start us off. Return starts from inside the 5. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. So the LSU Tigers offense comes on the field first today.
Here we go, Kirk. All the emotion in this stadium. Which side is going to handle that better today?
Chris, we had a chance to visit both these teams, and one of the things that we saw, the clock's ticking down all year for this game, this day. Now they get their chance.
Pulls it in. It's Durham.
Takes it out to the 44. That's good for a first down.
How about that? That's the way to start a game. Some early fireworks on the first play from scrimmage.
One play moves the ball to the 44. It'll be first down. Dropping back. It's Nussmeier. Grabbed by the receiver. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Well, we're just getting started here, and already you can feel a rhythm between a quarterback and a receiver. Nice job again getting back in the pocket, making a nice, accurate throw to one of his top targets.
A completion makes it second down. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. And they try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
And it's a nice job by this defense. They saw option. They actually forced the quarterback to pull the ball on the read, and then they corral him for a loss. You could tell they worked hard on that in practice.
Big moment on the opening drive. They face third down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
And I was hoping he'd be able to hold on to that football. That would have been a big play there on third down. Now, big decision coming up here on fourth.
They bring the punter onto the field now. The punt goes out of bounds. Looks like they'll spot it near the 25. So the Gators offense gets their first crack now. It's a group that's really led by the big fellas up front. An offensive line that can maul you. They really are the personality of this team. Can they impose that today again, Kirk?
Well, some people will go out and recruit quarterbacks and receivers, try to win the game out on the perimeter. These guys love to be able to develop offensive.
Aggressive call on the opening play. Oh, and it's dropped. A chance for a big play here in the early going, but some jitters on the part of that receiver.
Big shot downfield here early in the game. Couldn't quite connect, but even on an incompletion, these deep shots do a good job of keeping those safeties back and can open up other aspects of this offense.
Back to pass. It's Lagway. And he dumps it off to the tight end. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Quarterback in the shotgun here on third down. Caught over the middle. It's Hawkins. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Well, that's exactly how you dice up a zone coverage. Nice throw downfield here on third down, and a really good route to give the quarterback a chance to make that play.
The Gators come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper.
Nice run. He's brought down to the 44.
Well, if there's a silver lining for the defense, at least this quarterback didn't get out and gash him for a first down. But now they've got options coming up here. I wouldn't be surprised to see if they go back to him again.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? He'll hand it off. Tackle, but first down.
Well, Chris, you think about over the years with the Gators and their offense, it's always about Steve Spurrier and spreading it out and fun and gun and attacking downfield. But I think these great Gator teams, they have an ability to do what we just saw right here. Pick up a first down on the ground, relying on that offensive line and their running back.
Play action here on first down. Quick throw to his receiver. Catch made in space. Look out. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, man, puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? He's going to hand this off.
And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Been a really productive drive, but the loss there now makes it 2nd and 12. Scanning the field. It's Lagway. Caught! He's wide open. Look out!
They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal yardage to the 9.
Well, this wide receiver has it all. We know about his leaping ability and his speed, but what I've seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it there, and the timing with this quarterback and this receiver is just a thing of beauty.
1st and goal, they'll try to run it in. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off, and there's just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
So the ball moved back to the 12 for 2nd and goal. Grab behind the line. It's Wilson. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Love to see the positive yards here. Down inside the 10-yard line, you're looking for anything to get closer to the goal line. Now it's going to set up 3rd and goal. Got to find a way to get this ball into the end zone.
Getting set for the 2nd quarter here. Both offenses searching for a spark. They didn't do much in the 1st quarter at all. As we get lined up here for quarter number 2, we'll see if the offenses can get going. They didn't do much in the opening quarter.
Crucial play to begin the new quarter. The offense sets up with a 3rd and goal. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking to the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone. Tackle made after a short return, but the pick ends that threat.
Hey, these guys have been giving up some plays. I mean, this offense looked pretty good. They're moving the ball, but they get them to 3rd down. They get pressure on the quarterback. Quarterback panics, puts that ball into coverage, and this defense comes up with that big interception.
Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. Grab down the middle. It's Anderson. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Defenses all around the country have got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness in the open space.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. Moves the ball out across the 30, and it's good for a first down.
Here the defense was committed to stop the run. And in an RPO, that's a dangerous thing to do. The quarterback sensed that and just pulled the ball out, got it out to the right flat for some good yards.
First down here for this offense. Caught in the backfield. It's Anderson. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. And Kirk, all these players aware, if you can make your mark, if you can make a special moment in this kind of rivalry game, that's just remembered forever.
Chris, that's so true. I mean, I played in the Ohio State-Michigan rivalry, and unfortunately, Desmond Howard had his moment where he returned the punt. We're still talking about the pose. So it's a huge opportunity for these players, but I also think the players that press, the players that try to make plays, that try to have that moment, I think that can backfire. I think you have to let the game come to you, control those emotions, and find out if you can just go out there and eventually have that moment, but let it come to you.
This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. To throw, it's Nussmeier. Fires it on the move. Makes the catch downfield. Tackle made after a big gain. Ball moves to the 21.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line. When they tried to get the counter play to the edge, Kirk, we've seen this defense show their ability to pursue and fly to the football.
Yeah, they sure can, and they did a nice job on this counter play. A lot of times you'll see those counters go more up into the middle of a defense, but they tried to bounce that to the outside, and that gave you an idea of what kind of speed this defense has.
Swarmed by the pass rush, a sack.
Boy, good job here getting into the backfield and coming up with this sack here by the defensive line from the Florida Gators. And, Chris, you think about Florida, you think about defensive linemen, you think about an incredible history and legacy that they've had over the years. Start with Javon Kearse, the freak, what he was able to do, and Kevin Carter, all the sacks he came up with. Dante Fowler, such speed off the edge. Even Derek Harvey, boy, he had an incredible year in 06 when the Gators won the national championship, and we're still seeing them dominate the line of scrimmage today.
Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
The decision is not to go for it on 4th down. Here comes the field goal team. And the field goal is good. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. They'll return it from inside the 5. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. They'll hand it off. They'll bring him down just short of the 20.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Important 2nd down play coming up. It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Chance for the offense to take the lead before the break. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. They'll give it to the back. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front seven of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. And now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here.
Good job here by the defense on 3rd down. Forget about throwing downfield. They go short, and they make them pay for it with a loss of yardage.
And they'll kick it away here. Returner decides to fair catch this. Looking to pass. It's Nussmeier. Taking a shot deep down the right side. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big game, but he couldn't hold on.
Big shot here early in the game by the offense, but, man, you got to give the defense a lot of credit. Not surprised at all or caught off guard, but it's aggressive chance by this offense and good position to take that throw away.
2nd down play coming up. After the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. The short completion of the tight end. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, that's the thing with this guy. You've got the ability to flex him out. He shows his versatility and what he can do from that slot position. He could be the quarterback safety blanket.
The offense facing a tough conversion here. 3rd and long from the 42. Looking deep downfield to the left. And it's hauled in. What a catch. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air.
How about that? Receiver had nobody around him. That's frankly embarrassing for this defense when you let someone deep downfield go completely uncovered.
This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another 1st and 10. Quick throw. The catch is made. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Dropping back. It's Nussmeier. He's got it right near the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, LSU.
I'll tell you what, in this first half, this quarterback seems to be making all the right reads and showing the accuracy that he's shown all year long. Outstanding pass, great conversion. They put 6 more on the board.
Now the try here for the extra point. The extra point makes it a 10-point game. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. And here's the return from inside the 5. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here, less than 30 seconds before halftime. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
Second down after the incompletion. Gonna run it. It's Ball. Now they test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. A handoff to the back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Gentlemen, seems like every time Florida and LSU get together, magic happens. And halfway through this one, the sparks have been flying. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. 2 quarters to go. Time to find out who comes out on top, guys, between the Tigers and Gators.
The kickoff team out there now to get this second half underway. Bringing it out. It's Ball. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And for the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. First play of the third quarter is a handoff. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
Boy, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
Now it's second down here. Scanning the field. It's Lagway. Moves out of the pocket. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Hey, if you're not going to account for a quarterback, he's going to be smart enough to take off when the opportunity is there.
Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
The Gators will line up to punt it away. Looking to kick it away for the second time. This will be fair caught at the 30. Here's the first play of the drive. They're set up at the 31. Now begin with a quick throw to the left. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Second down play coming up for this offense. The shotgun running play call. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
New set of downs for the offense. 1st and 10. And the quarterback dropping back. He's got it with room to run. Here he goes. Touchdown, Tigers. Too much speed for the defense. Well, the energy really building now, Kirk. If they're not careful, this could get ugly.
Chris, this offense has been impressive the entire game. And one of the great things about rivalry games is you'll never forget this kind of performance.
And now they'll set up for the point after. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Looks like the returner will try and field this one. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. To the air, it's Lagway. On the run here, lets it go. The sure hands. It's Jackson.
They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Some really tight windows to throw into for this quarterback with the defense sitting back in zone. But he finds the curl route, and he shows you his arm strength by getting it in there.
Here's the second down play. Grab behind the line. It's Wilson. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
Boy, they're just fundamentally sound, right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
So the offense faces a third and manageable here from the 25-yard line. Can he get there on the ground? And the Gators pick up enough yards to move the sticks.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
Looking to throw it on first down. It's an out route. The catch made. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
That completion makes it second and medium. Off the play fake. Looking to throw the football. He's looking to scramble. Past the 45. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
This offense has been struggling, still scoreless, but on the move now with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Trying to get the throw off. Just flings it out of bounds with a pass rush closing in.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Looking downfield. It's Lagway. And this one is caught. They get him down, but not before he gets to the plus 38.
Oh, that was close. Got just enough for the first down against that man-to-man coverage. Good awareness by the receiver to get past the sticks and move the chains.
Still looking for that elusive touchdown, but finally this offense is moving. 1st down and 10. He'll hand it off. Fighting off the defender. And that's a solid gain before the defense is able to bring him down. And notice how the balance of this passing game has been on display here. A whole bunch of guys getting involved, catching passes. That's tough to stop. And now entering the final period of play, is there an epic comeback in store? We're going to find out. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. On the run, it's Webb. Breaks into the clear. They bring him down to the 16, but they move the football into the red zone. 1st down.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, where in the heck was that all game? Or maybe he's just kind of keeping that to himself, thinking, all right, maybe this is something to build on. Maybe something positive can come out of this. You're going to have some bad games from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready in the future. But that right there, man, that's what they've been looking for all game.
Has a path to the end zone. And he stopped just short, down at the 2, but an excellent run.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on 1st down.
A chance to get right back into this football game. It's 1st down and goal. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. And he busts into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators.
Boy, Chris, how about the blocking on this touchdown run? The effort and execution combined with the vision of the running back, everything just working in concert together.
And they get set now to try the PAT. PAT is good. They trail now by 10, 17-7. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Returner decides to field it. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And for the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. Opening play of the drive, he looks right for a completion. He's brought down after a short gain. That's not going to be first down yardage.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread.
It's a fumble. Scooped up in the defense. They get him down, but the takeaway and the return, a huge play to set up the offense here.
Oh, what a play by this defense. Trailing in the second half, really the only way you can get back into this game is create turnovers. Ball's on the ground, they pounce on it, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
And the Gators offense retakes the field. The last drive, the ground game was so successful. Ended in a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can respond to it this time.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Handoff here from the shotgun. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. On third and short, try to pick it up on the ground. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
How about that, Chris? They run the football here on third down, almost pick up the first down. What it does, though, is gives them a much better chance if they decide to go for this of picking up that first down.
So on fourth down, out trots the place kicker in a very big spot here. Oh, and he missed it. The kick is no good. And after the miss, they're still down by 10.
Man, I thought he hit that pretty clean. Good hold by the holder. Everything looked to be the way you'd like as a kicker. He just misses it, and the ball trailed on him and ends up hitting the upright.
Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Caught by the receiver. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
Looking to pass here on second down. Caught near the sticks. It's Anderson. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain. That'll put him over 150 yards today, Kirk. He is putting on a show on this big stage.
How great is this? On this stage, as you mentioned, Chris, just playing his best game. He's been in sync with his receivers. Back there, has time to throw. Just having a dream performance.
First down, looking to throw the football. That's reeled in. It's Brown. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Important third down play coming up. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Makes the catch downfield. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense.
Well, the defense gets these guys to third down. They got a chance to get them off the field, and instead they give up the first down. So the clock will continue to move, and the defense is really at the mercy of this offense at this point.
Wide open downfield. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
I mean, Chris, look at this guy. I mean, you talk about having a great day throwing the football and leading his team to a nice, comfortable lead late in the game, and it continues. The coach is showing confidence of what he can do.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. With the game in hand, the offense just takes a knee. Offense lines up. This is the 7th play now in this drive. Working clock with the ground game. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
And now it's victory formation. The quarterback will just kneel down.
Well, there's nothing better than that. The home fans are excited right now. Their team is able to come up with a big win, and it's on to next week.
So on 4th down, here comes a crucial field goal attempt. Make kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. And they add to their lead.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. Return begins inside the 10. And the returner is brought down as the clock expires. That will wrap up this football game. Well, when you're a team that comes in, Kirk, with great expectations, big goals at the end, you're going to get tested. They were tested here today by another ranked team. I was impressed how they responded.
Chris, there's no doubt about it. I think the thing that really stood out to me is the way they played for 4 quarters, just dominating football. And this is a team that's had to deal with being kind of the hunted, the team that knows that every single week teams want to bring them down. They took on a very talented team today and just dominated them.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA.